What's up everyone? I have a 5 octopus victory for today. This recording is also quite old, similarly to the 5 camel that I uploaded the other day. This is from November and I'm actually trying to clean out my backlog because the unicorn pack is coming out and I want some fresh content for you guys, but in the meantime you have to settle for these 5 of a kinds. And if you do like what you see, I will ask you to please subscribe. I'm super close to 1000 subscribers and I want to hit it by the end of the weekend so I can put out a video showing my gratitude to you guys. So please consider subscribing if you enjoy what you see. But back to the run, thankfully we do not lose a heart, we get to regenerate it, so we are fine there. And we actually get a pretty peculiar level up. We get a mole with a double sturgeon in the shop, which means we actually get to activate the mole's ability from turn 3, which is kind of crazy. We actually even have a beetle, so we have 3 perks on the team on turn 3, which is super cool to see. I don't usually play with the mole, but this time I believe this is the perfect opportunity, so I take it, and you can see here it pays off pretty nicely. We do win. I'm honestly kind of confused as what to do right now, because like, what do? I guess search for level ups on the sturgeon. Other than that, maybe we want to buy a perk on the duck, maybe some rice in order to sell it for more gold. But yeah, you can see I'm finding nothing good in the shop, which I think is a given considering the fact that I was only looking for a sturgeon right there. Whatever the case though, I think we'll be winning here once again, Big Mo carrying us. And do we have a level up for this turn? Unfortunately no, but at least we do find 2 of the units that we need perfectly in the shop just waiting for us. So we do get the double level up here. And the lobster right here is super amazing when you're trying to pivot, which is what we're going to do now. We also find the llama, which I think benefits pretty nicely from the buffs. And also we get the hatching chick. This is the old version of the hatching chick that gives +4/+4, so it's super strong. I'm also considering selling the mole, which I actually do. And that is because I want to trigger the llama's ability of gaining some stats. I don't think we'll need the 6/6 stat line of the mole just to win. I might be mistaken though, looking at this team. Very unfortunate math there. I think with one more attack on the llama we could have been okay, if I'm not mistaken, which I very well might be. Whatever the case though, we find yet another hatching chick. We are going to play them separately, but at the end of the turn I think we're just going to combine them, if nothing else for the buff on the llama. I don't think we need the extra stats, as I just said. Last turn we lost because of the bad math, and this turn you can see they do not have the HP to just 2-shot the llama like they did the last turn, so we are just fine there. We are going to hope for some good stuff in the shop. Particularly I'm looking for level ups, and you can see I immediately find the lobster level up, but I don't think I'm going to take it. I'm going to save it up for turn 9. In the meantime we're going to buy some rice just to make the pivot a little bit easier. I'm super greedy with these kinds of setups. I don't know if it's optimal or not, but it is pretty fun and I like doing fun stuff, and you probably like watching fun stuff as well, so here we go. Unfortunately the same thing happens right here where the llama gets 2 shots. The math isn't favorable, but whatever the case, I think we'll be okay. We have double can. I'm considering even buying a llama, but I think I'll pass it up. We have 1 level up guaranteed for next turn, and we're also going to have a level 2 lobster, which is going to be super sweet. We're going to make some sick transitions, but in the meantime we lose once again. We are a bit too greedy, but we still have 2 hearts remaining, so I think we'll be fine. We're going to take the level, and this is the first octopus of the 5 of a kind. We're going to take it on the team. And it's super amazing when you get an initial 14 stats on the octopus like that. We're also probably going to put the hatching chick right behind it just to give it a 4/4 extra, so 18 right from the shop on turn 9 with an awesome ability, so I think we'll be fine. You can see our opponent actually has a pretty sick looking build as well, with the raccoon, which is no longer in the puppy pack, and elephant seal as well, so I think they'll be fine, but As for our run, we actually find a T-Rex, which we are going to take. Maybe a bit crazy right there to sell the llama because it had such good stats, but I do like me a T-Rex even though it's going to buff only a single unit right now. I think we should be fine. Octopus with stats in the 20s, it doesn't even get weakened, so yeah, we win easily there. Very favorable math as well. We're going to hope for some more octopi on this turn, and we actually have lots of gold to work with because of the sturgeon. We're going to pill it, and we're going to get double dolphin with rice, so that translates to an extra 6 gold. So we have a lot of pivoting to do now. We have to find some octopi just to scale up something with the T-Rex. We find one, hopefully we find another, but instead we actually find yet another T-Rex, which I don't think is too bad. We're going to get double scaling on the octopi, which I think is beneficial. This is the old version of T-Rex that gives +2/+1, which is not perfect for the octopus. You prefer having HP rather than attack, but the scaling is just so good that we end up winning regardless, as you can see. We're hoping to find the third octopus on this turn. Maybe we even take a level up on the T-Rex just to make it happen from the level up, and indeed we do. Getting some equipment as well, super lucky right here. Lobster still staying on the team, giving +4/+4 for every octopus that we include. And here, actually, despite the bad math, we end up defeating Holkerp, which is super nice to see. I hope Holkerp won for his run though. Whatever the case, we continue to find the octopi that we need. This is the fourth one and we're going to include it. Unfortunate that we could not get the buff from the lobster onto this one, but I would rather sell the lobster than the T-Rex, so whatever the case, I think we'll be fine. Pretty good stats for turn, which is a turn 13, and even though our opponent is heavily invested in stats, we just defeat them easily because of the equipment. And yeah, hopefully we find the last octopus on this turn, and we'll be good. We actually do find it, and we even have some equipment to give it, but I don't believe this is going to be the final round, unfortunately. But I guess it's fine, we will get to see the 5 octopi in action for one turn longer. And you can see it's kind of problematic when they have a big attack unit at the front because they take us out through the melon. We lose there, but I think it's going to be fine. This is going to be the final round, and I really hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, once again, I ask you to subscribe, like, sub, do all the generic stuff. Let me make the 1000 subscribers special, please, and I'll talk to you next time. Take care.